Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Well, another sad day in 2020. We've just a few minutes ago heard that Diego Maradona has passed away, and earlier on today we heard that Heavy D, let's say a personality who was involved with AFC. I know he did some interviews with them, and I think he did his own stuff as well. And he's passed away apparently as well. So another sad day in 2020. Obviously, we're here primarily to talk about the team news for the game between Olympiacos and City. And obviously, guys, I'll read your comments out. And I've changed, obviously, the title to talk about Diego Maradona passing. I heard about it about 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago or something. So Tremaine Hargreaves, Diego Maradona died from a heart attack, and Ikram, afternoon raid, just heard the Maradona news, very sad, one of the greatest of all time. Absolutely. Jan Ali West, shocking news. We knew he was ill, but I thought, obviously he'd be all right. But he had problems. He's a complicated individual who had problems with the way he lived his life. He was an awesome footballer, no question about that. Ikram, I thought they said his surgery was going well. I was shocked when I read he passed away. Yeah, hi Leotil. Yes, sad news. I wonder if Aguero's relationship with him is still bad. Well, Ikram, I don't think it matters. Obviously, you got to, people might have forgotten quite quickly that Aguero was married to Maradona's daughter. Oh, yes, they split up several years ago, but they have a child, Benjamin. And Benjamin, obviously, Maradona was his grandfather. So there's going to be an issue, a sad issue in Aguero's family. I never like talking about, stuff like this. It always upsets me talking about this. But, look, it's part of the circle of life. We've got to do it. Zipa Whittlers, do you think Maradona's passing could affect Aguero's play tonight? Hi, Zipa. I don't think, honestly, I didn't think Aguero was going to play. I didn't think he was going to start the game because he couldn't even get off the bench at the weekend. So I'm thinking more likely, look, it might fire Aguero, but he might say to Pep, I want to start. I really want to play. But I think Pep, they'll have to weigh everything up, guys. It might affect Aguero badly. He might say, I don't want to play. I don't want to be on the bench. As I said, I don't think he was going to start. Yeah, David, really sad news. And obviously George Best, another troubled individual. These geniuses at football, these football geniuses, and they have obviously trials and tribulations off the pitch. Hi, Faris. Shamin, one of the greatest ever footballers. It's Ikram, it's Benjamin's grandfather. Really sad news. 60 years is, guys. I'm 52. I'm not far off, and sometimes it makes you think. I'm abusing my body the last few years. Got to look after yourselves. Sad news, Ivan. Really a sad day for football, says Ikram. Jan Ali says it's a sad moment for all football fans losing one of the greatest. We shouldn't care about Aguero's performance in this matter, Zifo. No. I think that's just a genuine question. It will affect Aguero. I mean, that's one of the tweets I put. Not that it'll affect Aguero, just to remind people that Aguero's son is the grandson of Maradona. So, and we pass on the condolences to Heavy D's family, who's passed away. We've we've been told that he's passed away, and we've heard that Maradona's passed away as well. So hi Akash, lineup is out and Jesus starts. Well, okay, sorry guys, I got the click, but I didn't click on it, guys. My apologies. I will switch over to talking about this, and obviously that's why I came on early. To go to do this, and the team news is out, and I've missed it. Jesus had to start, and you can see Aguero's in the subs. We'll see. Let's mess this up. Let's just copy this, guys, and I'll put it out for you, and then we'll talk about. We'll switch across and talk about the game, guys. Obviously that's what we're here for, but sometimes other things do take priority. Cheers, Ikram. I'm still young. Yeah, well, We'll see. Jan Ali healthy as well. Kalispira, Alexander, what do you think of today's match? I think City will win. I'm not Faris now. Honestly, let's not talk about me. But look, I cycled for an hour today, but my diet is terrible. I'm 15 kilograms overweight, 2 stone overweight. So we'll see. Mank, sad day, not to worry about Gunn. They never really got on. Yeah, Mank, but look, for me, obviously you might not get on with somebody, but you still might have some feelings for them. He's the grandfather of your son. So I think that's where the issue is. Evening, Chris Welch. Hope you are well. Diego Maradona passed away suffering cardiac arrest. Very sad news about Diego. It was a genius. He's a genius. Okay, let's go through the team. It's so long that it went on over the inputs text box here. But anyway, Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Mendy, Gundogan, Rodrigo, Foden, Bernardo, Sterling, Jesus. On the bench, Stefan Carson, Aguero, Zinchenko, Laporte, Torres, Fernandinho, Mahrez, Garcia, Felix Nemecha, Doyle, and Palmer. Kamal, REP, rest in peace, Maradona, absolutely. Dre, very pleased with the lineup. Glad to see Dino on the bench. Yeah, REP, rest in peace, Heavy D. Been a bad day. Was looking up to see Diego Armando Maradona play. At the time, Burton, I think he was the best. You know, he was just an incredible talent. You know, I watched him usually from afar, on the telly, in the World Cups and stuff like that. But whatever you could, for him, and he was an incredible talent. Let's focus on the football for a little while. So we've got Edison. As I said, I expected Cancelo, Stones, and Mendy to start. It's interesting that Garcia doesn't get a start. Diaz is starting. So that's interesting. Maybe Diaz is going to play on the left side of the centre-backs. But that's a suggestion I had, that Cancelo would play on the right and Mendy on the left. And that was before we knew that Walker, or before it was confirmed that Walker wouldn't be going. In the middle, we've gone that double pivot of Gundogan and Rodrigo. Foden deserves to play. There's no question about that. Bernardo, he has to get some fitness back. Sterling as captain, Jesus. It's interesting that Mahrez can't make the starting 11. That really is interesting, because we want to be resting players. So I don't understand why we're not resting Rodri, because I would have played. You could have tried Zinchenko and Gundogan. What's wrong with Zinchenko and Gundogan as your DMs? I mean, we had Cancelo playing in midfield the last game. So we could have tried Zinchenko and Gundogan as our double pivot. You could have even tried Bernardo and Gundogan as our double pivot. But that's what Pep's doing. He's going to put Bernardo on the right, I suspect. Sterling on the left and Jesus up top. It's up and down for me. It's up and down. I would have started with Mahrez, just so that he doesn't play this weekend. I wouldn't have started with Diaz. I'd have started with probably Garcia. Not Fernandinho at the back. Excuse me. I'd have started with Garcia, personally. I'd have had Gundogan as a DM. I would have had Foden. Bernardo, I don't mind. But I would have had Gundogan on his own, Foden and Bernardo ahead of him. I'd have rested Sterling. I'd have had Jesus, Mahrez, and Torres. But hey, Pep's got a little bit more experience. Should have expected with Mahrez. I would have played him. I said this briefly. I would have played Mahrez all day long. Beyond the game, I think Walker and Kelly are getting rested. Yeah, I said that earlier in the week, that they should be rested for this game. Spencer Mark, I can't take it. What can't you take? The fact that Mahrez isn't playing. Ikram Rodri again, yeah, massive disappointment. Ikram, yeah, you're right. Zinchenko, when can Zinchenko play? We don't need to win this game, and it's frustrating. Yeah, and whatever Pep says, look, whatever he does, it's on him. I said, when he makes decisions, odd decisions, if it works, he's a genius, and if it doesn't work, he deserves the brickbats. He deserves the criticism. So I look at this now and say, if Edison gets injured and he can't play the next game, that's on Pep. If Diaz gets injured, can't play the next game, that's on Pep. If he wants Rodri to play every game and Rodri gets injured, that's on Pep. If Sterling gets injured, that's on Pep. We didn't need to do this. Yeah, Olympiacos, Olympiacos are decimated their team as well. Guys, give us some thumbs up as we go because, we know what's happening. So I don't see why Stefan couldn't have started this game or even Carson. No, really, it's Stefan. For me, should have had Stefan, should have had Diaz with Stones. Okay, should have had Gundogan there or Fernandinho. Fernandinho's just come back, so you can't start him. I understand that. I would have had Gundogan, Foden and Bernardo, no issues there. If you can have a double pivot, then you put Zinchenko instead of Rodrigo. And I'd have played Mahrez and Torres. So, it's disappointing. If we lose first team players now, it's going to be doubly disappointing. And I don't know. But good luck, Pep. Ikram says, I had a feeling Ferdinand could play. No, Ferdinand was never going to play for me, Ikram, unless he's got some minutes into his legs. He's only just come back from injury. He's been out for, 4 weeks? So for me, 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it's been, he needs some minutes. And for me, bring him on. It's one of those, if you're winning the game comfortably, what I would do, if you're winning the game comfortably, I would bring Aguero on for 10 or 15 minutes. If he's comfortable playing, I bring Fernandinho on for 10 or 15 minutes and one of the kids. Is it 5 subs? If it's 5 subs and we're winning 3-0, I'd bring on all the kids. Or I'd give Zinchenko some minutes. Yeah, give Zinchenko some minutes, give Stefan some minutes, or Fernandinho some minutes, Aguero, maybe Felix Nmecha or Doyle or Cole Palmer. Why not? Beyond what years, Zinchenko and Gundogan wouldn't be bad as Zinchenko is slightly more experienced. Yeah, absolutely. Spencer McCauley gets results and Davide Lumin hopes to get back to winning ways. We've got to start winning in the league. Pep needs to test a new system. We aren't creating enough. I don't understand how it feels like we only have 2 centre-backs when defending and only 1 person when we're attacking. Absolutely, what I said. It always feels like when we're attacking, the opposition have more players than us. And when teams are breaking, they have more players than us. Are we not counting the players on the pitch? Have they got more players on the pitch? Chris says, I wasn't born to witness Maradona play, but with the video. So he's one of the best all time. And I don't think I ever saw him live, Chris. It was on TV, but obviously I lived through the Maradona time. All left foot, Chris Spencer Matt, but what a left foot. Bernardo, right wing. I hope he plays like the 1890. Bernardo says pretty. Pelé, much better. It's all opinions, isn't it? We've never seen him play live. Pelé, it's harder to find the footage because he was playing at an earlier time, but both outstanding individuals. And currently, I don't know what that was supposed to say for. The real Ronaldo was the best. Yeah, look, some of the best that I've seen, either watching on TV at the time, obviously Pelé, he was towards the end when I was a kid. Maradona, the real Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, obviously the fraud Ronaldo, and Messi. Those 5. There'll be other people that were really good as well, but slipped my mind. 5 subs, so that we should be using them. Evan Bravo Mahrez, I can't believe Mahrez doesn't start. If you can't start in a game like this, it's crazy. Whilst I would have liked to see Palmer or Torres instead of Jesus. Jesus is the other striker we have. No, I don't agree. I want Jesus to play an hour. That's if it's my choice, Jesus plays an hour and then bring somebody else on, whether that's Aguero or Cole Palmer. Fernandinho should have played only at DM this year. I agree, Akash. You've got Diaz, you've got Stones, you've got Garcia, you've got Ake, you've got Laporte. We don't need Fernandinho there. Yeah. Pep's doing it far too late, but what can you do? Mendy to provide an assist. Mark is coming. We'll see. Whilst I agree, Cash. Gundogan and Rodgers together. Interesting since I know what your interesting means. Brian Clever, yep. Rest in peace, Maradona. Come on, cricket tap. Behave yourself. Anybody wants to mess about, honestly, you'll just get blocked permanently if you want to mess about. I don't believe anybody who's a football fan says who's Maradona. Diego Armando Maradona. He's passed away. Yes, we talked about at the start. Fraud Ronaldo. Absolutely. Is that his real name? He's just copying the other guy. No. All right, Cricket Sack, you can have the block that you thoroughly deserve. Zidane is up there. Yeah, it's, as I said, I'll miss people out. You can't remember everybody. Harches, Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona, Pele, and the cheap Maradona. Madonna is still alive. Yeah, there's loads of players who could be up there with the greatest of all time. Yeah, Chris, it's hard to work it out. You know, I just picked up the names that spring into my mind. You know, Maradona springs into my mind because I was a kid. You know, when Maradona was at his peak. Pele, he was at Cosmos, New York Cosmos, when I was a kid. And watching football, so I didn't see enough of him. And then you've got obviously the current crop of the new Ronaldo, the Portuguese Ronaldo, and Messi. Respect to Pele, but Maradona's the biggest natural and is a better player. Everyone's got a difference of opinion. Yeah, Spencer Mark, it happens, you know. It's everybody's time has got to come. I just want to see Bernardo shoot a beautiful goal in the top corner. Says Prithvi. Big drop will end up gonna get banned. I don't mind big drop. You want to waste your time? It'll take me 5 seconds to ban people because click the button and ban. That's it. Akash, I was watching the highlights of all our goals in 17, 18, 18, 19. Dino won the ball many times and picked the right pass forward through the centre of the pitch, led to a lot of goals. Yeah, I've actually been watching the documentary All or Nothing again. I'm halfway through that. Don't tell me what happens, guys. No spoilers from you guys. I want to see what happens for myself. Well, actually, I did see plenty of what happened. I was there at Southampton. When Gabriel Jesus got that, helped secure that win against Southampton to get our 100th point. I was there. I remember Cheesy was there. I saw Cheesy doing his interviews. So I was there. Cheesy was there. Fans were there. Man City fans were there. Didn't see you know who. Didn't see the pretend, you know, the pretend City fans that, you know, don't tend to go to many games. Harches, in my opinion, Ronaldo is way better than the other Ronaldo. Fernandinho won the ball. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. That's one place where Rodri could improve, be bold, and play it direct instead of it takes too long. Hi, Football HD. Agalos Nomikos, I will say to you, buddy, Galispira, Tikanis, buddy. Hello from Greece. So get my little bit of Greek out of the way. Zidane, yeah. Look, let's have a quick chat about City's team. It's a good, strong team. There's no question about that. You know, the back line, you got strength in there with Stones, formidable, Centurion. You've got Diaz, looks a really good player coming through. You've got Edison, Cancelo's having a good season. Then in the midfield, you've got the double pivot that we use in Europe, Gundogan and Rodri. You've got Foden, Bernardo. The only person you haven't got, obviously, is in the midfield and up front is KDB. But Foden, Bernardo, Sterling, Jesus, it's pretty much almost a first team, almost. As good as anything else. So let's read your comments. Chris Wells has a Barcelona 3 against Liverpool, witnessing one of the greatest Messi unstoppable free kick. Great to see Dino back even as a sub. Wish he can stay one more year. I don't think he will, Ivan. But if I was watching that documentary and the way they were talking, Cheeky they were talking about Dino, they knew what an exceptional player he was. They knew they had to keep him. But sadly, his age is going to catch something different. Also, our players need to stop trying to predict players' movement when defending. When they get it wrong, we all opened up, watched the first Tottenham goal. Oh yeah, not just Bernardo. Well, look, the thing for me, I still say the biggest thing for me was Laporte going into midfield chasing Harry Kane. If Laporte doesn't do that, if Harry Kane gets the ball, so what? It's a midfielder's job at halfway line, not Laporte's. And Laporte's man was behind him, and that was a starting point. Yes, Bernardo got it wrong. No question about that. Bernardo got it wrong. Laporte got it wrong big time. I think Laporte's was the biggest error. It was the biggest error because what Bernardo did, it was still at the halfway line. Yeah, Laporte chasing Kane, that left the gap. What Diaz, I don't put any blame on him. What Cancelo did, that was a contributory factor. But if Laporte sticks to his position, The danger, he's controlling Son. Son is in front of him. He can see where the danger is. That danger doesn't happen. Then the ball probably, instead of going to Son, it goes out to Aurier. And that's the thing. So people want to criticize Cancelo, but if Laporte sticks in his position, Cancelo goes out to Aurier. The danger isn't as dramatic. Sitting to pass the ball quickly, absolutely, David. That's what we used to do. Chris, it's not a gimme. You know, we didn't spank Olympiacos. The scoreline might suggest that we won 3-0, but you know, we got that early goal from Ferran Torres, but Valbuena should have scored. He had an open goal and he put it wide, so that would have made it 1-1. You know, we scored in the 80th and the 90th minute, so we scored 2 goals very late on. Agalos Nomikos is going for 2-0 to City. Alexandros, who's a Panathinaikos fan, says, "Come on, City, destroy them." Haji's going 3-1 City. Akash, I really thought Torres would start. Man is in terrific form. Yeah, I would have started Torres personally. I would have started Torres, Mahrez, and Jesus up front, and Foden and Bernardo as attacking midfielders, with Gundogan as my defensive midfielder. Spencer Matt had it all. Watched him live. He was a real deal. Sad his injuries and Hackers entered his career. Is true. Ikram's going 2-1 to City. FIFA 187. Yep. Rest in peace, Diego Maradona. Just checking out loads of messages coming through. Agalos, I can't speak, and I certainly can't read Greek. I can say a little bit. You can chat with Alexandros. Was Diego's drugs habit got the better of him? Yeah, I think that really was a problem for him as well. Aaron couldn't care less about this game. To be honest, yeah, it's important that we win. Now that we're putting a strong team out, I think winning breeds winning. So it helps us, yeah. If we can get that, get this win, then take it into the Burnley game and beat them. Take it into the next game. Against Marseille, beat them. That's what we've got to do. We've got to get on a roll. We've got to start winning. And yeah, if we win this game, then we can forget about the rest of the Champions League. You know, realistically, we just have to beat Porto or get a draw with Porto, and we're top of our group. So we can forget about, realistically, we can forget about this till February, and that's what we should be doing. You doing your first video on Friday? I'll check that out. Football HG, send me a link. It's not about Bernardo. I see Cancelo doing the same thing. They need to protect our goals. Yeah, but it's more on Laporte. The bottom line is, if Bernardo did what he did, and Laporte didn't move, that goal doesn't happen. If Cancelo did what he did and Laporte doesn't move, that goal doesn't happen. So for me, it's all on Laporte. Laporte's movement away created the space, and then the other mistakes that were made, then the opportunity happened. But if Laporte doesn't move, what other mistakes the players did wouldn't have made any difference to us. The ball would have probably gone out to Aurier or to Kane at the halfway line. The danger is gone. Okay, 18 subs. Get on Twitter, Football HG, and make sure people know that you're about, and hopefully, send us a link and I'll retweet it. Spencer Matt, yeah, Maradona, greatest left foot in history. I still think that Son and Kane would make any difference. I agree, Faris, but let them make us look bad. Don't let us make them look good. Laporte running out made Tottenham look good, and that was their best chance in that first half. But people easily forget, even Pep, that they should have been 2-0 up because that Kane offside. Kane should not have been offside. So hang on, guys. They've ripped through us to people were unlucky. Yes, we had a lot of possession. Yes, we had loads of shots. They only had 2 on target. But they could have been 3 or 4-0 up, They could have spanked us, guys. And people don't want to acknowledge that. They want to look for excuses. People, the happy clappers, say, "Oh, we'll be back soon. We're back soon. We're back soon." Tottenham, doesn't matter if City back. Tottenham should have been 2 up comfortably, except Kane was offside. Cost me a lot of points in my fantasy team. He's my captain. Hi, Maxim. Hope you're well, buddy. Acacia 3-0 City. Sterling, Jesus, and Torres off the bench. I would like Torres to score. Keep up his record of scoring in every game. I think Torres is best of Burnley. I agree, Faris. That's where you got to look at it. That's where you got to look at it. That maybe Mahrez is being rested for Burnley as well. 2-0 to City, says Ivan. Do you ever see us playing 2 up top? Well, I say it might happen when we're chasing a game. Burnley will be a test. Absolutely, Spencer. Matt, look, they haven't scored many goals. They haven't got many points this season, but they've won their last game. So they're on a little bit of a... And they've got all week to rest. Aaron needs to start scoring. I agree. Ikram, I'd love to up top, but only when both strikers are fully fit and up to speed. You can't take any game lightly anymore. Chris, it's same as us tonight. Get qualifications sealed, then you can play a weekend team in the last 2 group stages games. Do you think Olympiacos can at least draw? Agalos, yeah, because it just depends. You had the chance last time, Agalos. You had the chance with Valbuena. You scored there. It's 1-1, and you might be able to hang on. You just cannot afford not to take your chances. Mr. Sogan, rest in peace, Maradona. I agree. Spencer Mark, I salute Liverpool. This is no argument for me on the season so far. Aglos, Ikram says you have a chance. I don't think it'd be easy, but for us, let's see. City have Burnley, Fulham, United next 2 games. Got to win them. Spencer Mark, City been very disappointing this season for me. Oh, City been terrible. City been terrible. There's no question about it. All the excuses, I don't buy it because everybody else has got similar issues. Yeah, everybody else. We might have had the least break and we might have had the most injuries, but everybody's got similar issues to us. And some, and we might be playing the most games, but everybody's got similar issues. We can't use that as an excuse. We've got one of the biggest, deepest, best squads going. We have, okay? And I don't want to hear excuses. If you're going to overplay your players when you don't need to, as I said, we don't need to have Edison playing tonight. We don't need Diaz playing. We don't need Rodri if you want him for the weekend. We don't need Sterling. We don't need these players playing because we're almost through. Faris, you captained Son by mistake. I had Son and Kane, and I captained Kane just because he takes penalties. What do you think will happen to Maris? I don't know, Faris. I'm surprised he's not starting tonight. Really am, because I didn't want him to play at the weekend. You'll be doing well in my fantasy league, Akash. Trust me. You'll be doing really well in my fantasy league with 537 points. You might be on for the prize. I think I've got... I'll tell you who's leading. Just give me a second. I've got... Let's have a drink. I've had some howlers. I was some howlers because a few times I've forgotten to change things up. I'm 28th in the City Fan TV League. I've had a bad time. The lead is on 591, but I've had a bad run with the last. My bad runs are usually because I forget to change my team. Bernardo's getting his chances first. He's got to take him. Got to take him. Silver at right wing. No. Sorry. Ikram Silver right wing. Spencer Martin's going 1-1. Chris's bad hands with Burnley when they're on back of a win. Burnley won't be easy. We beat them 5-0 the last 3 games. So it's about time that they got something out of the game. Faris, I think Aguero will come on because Jesus already played a full 90 minutes. I might play against Burnley unless Aguero will play at that time. For me, I give Aguero 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. I'd give Fernandinho some game time as well. And I'd give Zinchenko some game time and 1 or 2 kids. Would you mind if we copied Chelsea with our youth instead of buying players? Marcus, we've been asking for it. Now, the problem is, Marcus, we don't know how good our kids are because we don't see them in training. We don't see them, every day of the week. So City do. So you have to rely on what Pep and the coaches think. And you got to go with that. But it's a massive disappointment not to see them. Some of the kids. Football FC Arsenal are not the worst in the league. Look at Sheffield United. 1 point after 9 games. I think they're the worst at the moment. 3-1. Faris, this season, every game is a final. Anything can happen. Not looking forward to anti-football at Burnley. Absolutely, Spencer Mack. Dyche will part of the double-decker. There's no question about that. I'm not so sure about that football HD. I thought you were a London guy. Mares, Mr. Shanu, Maradona passing away. Rest in peace. Whole Arsenal bottle all competitions, Ivan. Did they try and play football or hoopball Burnley youth? Hash Brown say, should we put all our eggs in basket and the multiple baskets? What I mean is to say, should we put our focus on Champions League or try to win the Premier? Okay, we are through practically in the Champions League. We're already through. Okay, we need 1 point from the next 3 games to be automatically through. Okay, if we beat Porto, we are going to top the group. So that's the starting point. We don't have to worry about this competition until February, mid-Feb. Okay, so we've got all December, all January. We've got about 10, 11, maybe even 12 weeks before we have to worry about the Champions League again, in all honesty. In between that, we're focused on the league. We'll have the League Cup quarter-final in just before Christmas. But apart from that, we're focused on the league. FA Cup will be in January. So for December, it's pretty much we've got 1 Carabao Cup game. The rest is the league. And the rest of November is league. Don't worry about the 2 Champions League. Let the kids play. Let the fringe play. That's it. So to answer your question, Hash Browns, all our eggs should be in the Premier League basket once tonight's over. All our eggs until February should be in the Premier League basket. That game in the Carabao Cup, yes, that's important. Win that, because over 2 legs, you'd like to think if we get to the semi-final, City's quality will come through over 2 legs. So that's what I'd want. I really want that us to focus on the Premier League now. I would take a draw. A win isn't necessary, but it can give us confidence. I agree. What time's the game? 5:55, as Ikram said. That's why obviously I came on early today. It's a 5:55 kickoff. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. Trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. We're about 55, 60 short. So please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Let's get those thumbs up. Hopcon doesn't play. Burnley, as they plays a dangerous Ivan. Well, I wouldn't start him against Burnley. And I would stick with Gabriel Jesus. Wouldn't it be better if the Premier League was like Champions League? No, Football HG. Hash Browns, Champions League is much riskier to focus on alone. Absolutely. Ikram, it's wise to focus on the league, which is played throughout the course of the season, week in, week out. Cole Wilders, I do, mate. Knowing Pepe will play the first team in the Champions League group stages, that's how stubborn he is. And that's what worries me. Really does, Cole, because that's what Pep does. And I don't care about integrity and playing for the... No, I play for City now. Focus. Look at the players that you... Look at a team that you could put out. Here you go. You could have Zach Steffen starting. You could go with 3 at the back. You know, you could go with Ake, Stones, and Garcia as an example. Or if you put Cancelo in at right back, you can have Ake at left back. And at centre back, you can have Diaz and Stones. So it's totally resting everybody. You can play Fernandinho as a DM. If you're on a double pivot, Fernandinho and Tommy Doyle. How about that as a double pivot? Okay? And then you've got 4 more players. 4 more players. Why not give Zinchenko a run out? And Torres, Mahrez, and Nemecha as an example. Put that out against Marseille and see what happens. You're never going to find out about these kids unless you play them. And play them in a meaningless game. It's meaningless for City, the overall result, but for the players, it's so important. City should try and win the Europa. Come on, Spencer, might behave. Ivan Bravo, I know the players have injuries. Got a lot of teams got a lot of injuries. You can't use that as an excuse. Premier super hard to win. I agree, Hash Browns, but do it in phases. Champions League after tonight, forget about it till February. You've got almost 12 weeks. Forget about it. Yeah, focus on the league. League. You'll have 1 Carabao Cup game in December, and then the Carabao Cup doesn't come back till January. So focus on the league all the time. Hi, LG and Cow. I am all right, mate. I'm all right. 1 more loss in the league. Ash France, United, it's over. Yep. Yep, play the kids. Give the kids a game. Well, Cole Palmer, you know, as I said, I'd like Stefan to come on in second half, or Carson, just to give Edison a break. Get Zinchenko on, get Aguero on for a few minutes, get maybe Fernandinho on for a few minutes, and get 1 or 2 of the kids on. That might make 6 players, but use the subs bench. Ikram, I'm looking at top 4, let alone the title. It's just the way I feel about this season. Not completely writing it off the league, but we have to put a run together. Look, if we win all 30 of our remaining games, this is how far we've fallen. If we win all 30 of our remaining games, we get 102 points. That's how far City have fallen. No Queen versus King. See, if Jesus starts tonight, He's probably our only fit striker. What if we're 2-0 up after 60 minutes? Bring Jesus off. You can put Torres up front or Nemecha up front. So I don't think that's any reflection on what's going to happen at the weekend. Yeah, look, third or fourth football HG. The way we're playing now, we won't even do that. So we've got to step it up. Oh, LG and Cow, no. See, when someone comes back from a long injury, I don't want them to start a game. I want them to come off the bench, have 10 or 15 minutes, see how they do. If you put somebody to start like we did with Aguero, playing 60 minutes, for me, that's not the way I want to do it. Look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not on the medical staff. But I would much rather someone come on for 10 or 15, 20 minutes at the end of a game rather than 60 minutes at the start when you've been out for 4 or 5 months. Right, guys, I'm going to get ready to head off. We've got 40 minutes before the game starts. 40 minutes, guys. As I said, if anybody's new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. And, guys, give us a thumbs up. Well, if you could score every game football HD, you'd be wonderful. You'd be scoring, over 40 goals a season, league goals a season. No one can do that. No one can do that. I'm going to do a watch along, guys. If you are interested, come along. I'll do a watch along this today because obviously I'm at home. I'll watch it on the box rather than watch it on my laptop. The greatest manager of Ashgrants, couldn't tell you. In my time, the greatest managers have to be. Sir Alex has got to be up there. You can't deny him. Mourinho's got to be there. You can't deny him. And Pep. So those three are definitely up there. No, Queen versus King, you got to start KDB. That's why you're resting him. I read the manager don't make early subs because if a player gets injured in the age 50 minutes. Yeah, but Faris, we've got 5 subs. We can use 5 subs. In the Champions League, we can use 5. In the Premier League, I understand that. I understand it, but use 2 subs. Don't wait till the 85th minute. At football, you've got to take some risks as well, Faris. You've got to take some risks. And when you've got 3 subs, what's the harm to bring somebody on say, 60 minutes? What's the harm? If someone else get injured, bring somebody else on. But bring somebody on early when the things aren't going the way you want. Absolutely right, Cole. Pep doesn't use the subs at all. Yeah, but in the Premier League, we're using 2 subs. Why save the 3rd sub? What are you saving the 3rd sub for? Yeah, you're saving the 3rd sub for something that might not happen. You're losing 2-0. Get your 3rd sub on. Yeah, Queen versus King. I'm not looking to the weekend. Queen versus King because there's no point. There's no point. Cruyff. I don't know if he's the best player or the best manager. That's a debate for another day, guys. Right, that's the lot. Keep your thumbs up. It's coming in, guys, and we'll catch you for if anybody wants to do the watch along with me. Watch along will be at 5:55. See you later, guys.